It's finally the end of 2024. I usually do an end of the year review in blog form, but this year I wanted to do it in video form because a lot happened. This year has been hard for a lot of people, me especially. When I try to think about all the good things that happened, I find myself with a short list. When I think of all the things that went wrong, it seems like it was never ending. I've had a lot of big things happen to me. One of them was being diagnosed with ADHD. I'll talk more about how this affected my writing in another video, but it was a big change. And something I never really thought I had. But now that I've been on and off meds, I can most definitely tell the signs now. And I'm sure those around me saw the signs too. I'm sorry to my friends that I've annoyed with my ADHD. This year was a time of me trying new things and failing. I tried a charity fundraiser, a 12-hour live stream, a web novel contest, and more. They all failed in various levels. Some of it was out of my hands and some of it wasn't. For the charity fundraiser, I did it for the whole month of December. I was raising money for an LGBTQ+ charity. I needed to raise at least 50% to make a donation. I made less than $10. To be fair, I didn't have a big reach with my game. My other free games were much more popular. The game was made completely on my own using available assets. It appeared in the Queer Halloween game bundle, which I was proud of. I tried to market it as much as possible, but it unfortunately didn't gain much traction. I'm thinking of doing a sale again, but definitely once I have more to sell. The 12-hour live stream was also something that should have waited a while. I did push it back multiple times, but I was excited to do something with my community and achieve goals. We only really achieved one, which was adding an hour to the clock. Some people promised collabs during the stream and just didn't show up. It was really disappointing and I felt like I had been let down. But I was really happy for those that did show up and support me. It meant a lot. The web novel contest was a big thing. I worked tirelessly on it for months, updating it weekly. I'd gotten art for it and even made a whole entire trailer. I was proud of my work and confident in where I'd make it in the contest. Until I didn't make it. In fact, a lot of people that should have made it didn't. After talking to some staff and fellow authors, it was obvious it was not the quality of my writing, but the fact that those holding the contest were out of their element allowed people to move on even if they broke the rules in name of leniency. Since it was the first time for them to hold a web novel only contest, they believed it was all right that those who broke the rules made it through and that they would do better next time. Personally, I won't be entering a contest with them again unless they are more firm with their rules or if I write a story that I know will pass because it follows their mold. It's really disappointing, but not surprising. It is a company. I wish the best for all the authors who participated in the contest and I congratulate the future winners. I've met a lot of people this year. I've made friends, I've made connections. Some people I've come to care about greatly. And I've lost some friends as well. People who have let me down or turned out to be different than I thought they were. I've left a community of creatives because of how I was treated and how I was unable to speak out in fear of backlash. I was made to stop doing game jams despite the love of creating because of disappointment and toxicity. I don't want to hold on to people who have hurt me and stopped all my boundaries. To those who have never apologized or explained why they treated me the way they did. I have made great friends, people who are supportive and always have my back. Without them, I would have not been able to survive this year. Because so much negativity happened to me this year, I am honestly feeling really down. But I don't want to let this drag me to someplace I can't come back from. I want to hold my head up high. And so, I want to share my goals for next year. I want to try my hardest to get these goals done while also taking care of myself and making sure I don't burn myself out, because I have a big habit of doing that. So, here are my goals for 2025. Continue doing commissions. I absolutely love getting commissions from everyone. From OC stories to comic scripts to voice scripts, I've worked on some great projects and I can't wait to do more. Start my baking business. I still need to work out some of the kinks, but I am hoping to start my baking business next year. It'll just be something small, but I want to show you guys videos of my baking and maybe even make some of the food for my stories. Patreon. I want to start up a Patreon in the latter half of the year. It will include exclusive content like stories, game dev updates, and even audio dramas. I'll explain more once I'm able to do it, but it will be a great way to create more content as well as support me with my projects. Scripts. There will be a lot more scripts coming from me. Some will be free for any voice actor, expiring or not, can use, and some will be paid since they'll be on the longer side or be script packs. I love voice directing and I love writing scripts, so I hope to put more out there for everyone to use. For the Stars. This is my multimedia project that I am running, and you can work on it too. We are always looking for writers, artists, animators, and musicians to work on this project. We are hoping to have a majority of the project finished in 2026. Atrophy of the Eternal Forest. The web novel will resume February 1st. Act 2 is filled with so much world building, as well as seeing our beloved characters go through, happy times. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for everyone to read it. Despite this being a rough year for me all around, I am happy that I've still come this far in the progress I've made. I'm excited for the new year and bringing more content for you guys. Until next year, this was your favorite giraffe, Sid.